Hi friends, this is Harun speaking. Now, yesterday, myself and my daughter had a conversation in English because nowadays, as we are aware, children like to play with mobile phones. Previously, it was computer. Now that has been replaced by mobile phone. Wherever you go, you will find people, young or old, in front of the mobile phone, browsing net or using social media, or they may be viewing videos and other things. In olden times, just recent past, just 20 years ago, children used to play outside. They had lots of friends. They played board games like Scrabbles and cities and states and their capital cities and such kind of board games like Snake and Ladder and other things. At least they gain something like knowing the different place names of different places, names of different cities. Whereas nowadays they are being getting addicted to mobile games which do not serve any purpose intellectually or health wise, because the games today are made to make children addicted and use that mobile game frequently, and the time you is wasted in the sense because they get nothing out of that except a kind of release, the release that is the release that makes that pleasure giving release or the release of tension by getting what one got addicted to. Our children, young children, the age of very young age, like 2 years old or 1.5 years old, or even 1 year to and above, they play with mobiles. Then they get stuck into one place for hours without any physical activity except the fingers, and they hardly move around here and there. And this mobile phone has made the children lose the enjoyable habit of reading. They are not aware of the enjoyment derived out of reading books or stories or comic books which were popular previously. Yes, mobile is the latest thing now, and for few years ago, 10-15 years ago, the comic books and other things were the fashion. But now mobile is the fashion. It is accepted. It is a fact. But are we using that? Are we allowing our children to use the mobile properly? So to avoid my daughter and other kids to use mobile, I tried to engage with them with conversation, asking them questions, and trying to tell them stories in English and other languages. But the main point was to get them engaged physically rather than getting involved into the virtual world. So that these are one of the ways. We cannot point blank tell them I will not give you mobile, or refuse to refuse the use of mobile to them. It is impossible for us to stop it completely, but there are ways where you can do it. You can ask children to avoid mobiles in an harmless way, that is, without beating them, without punishing them. You can do it in a skillful manner, like trying to distract their attention away from the mobile through other activity like storytelling. They may feel bored, but how we can make it interesting, those things, it depends upon the situation and the people involved. This is one of my suggestions. There are many other ways where, for example, gardening and other things. The joys of gardening, children are not aware. So how to bring them up? But that can be done only with persistent effort. It may not happen immediately, but it pays. We can slowly, step by step, we try to grab their attention through the achievements we made. We can show our excitement by our gardening efforts, like keep presenting them with the fruits or vegetables we grew, or the story or poem published in a magazine or website or whatever. So that excitement, that fruit that you present to them may encourage them, may be a sparking flash or the launch pad from which they may come out of the virtual world and dwell in themselves into the real world, explore the nature and other things by gardening, feeling the texture of the plant, leaf, tree, and feeling the texture of the mud, smelling the mud and the rainwater, the wet soil, all those things, and the reading habit. They will enjoy it when they come to know about that. But the enjoyment of reading will come only when they understand how enjoyable it is. But to make them understand that reading is enjoyable, some kind of effort should be given to them. For example, storytelling. In storytelling, we can give them suspense, or we can ask them questions, and maybe we can use the story from their school textbooks. We can ask questions or we can manipulate in a slighter way their stories that they have studied in the textbook and tell them the story, and they will immediately say, yeah, this story is in our textbook, all those. So that way we try to ignite their interest in storytelling, and slowly from that you build step by step. This takes effort, but the interaction, the laughter, the enjoyment we have because of these kinds of distraction is truly amazing, and helps in bonding emotionally and develop friendship between parents and children. I am sure this will prove useful, and we put an effort in that. Thank you. Bye.